So that's interesting, David, because I really do believe that the idea of creativity, which you elaborated on a little bit, critical thinking, and then AI's use in education are, in my mind, profound in terms of the impact with AI on the human species. And a lot of people are overwhelmed by AI, clearly, and you got the really optimist and the pessimist and everything in between, as you mentioned earlier. But AI makes me think of a book I read years ago, and you may be familiar with it, but it's called Mind, Machines, and Human Consciousness. And I'm drawing a blank on the author right now, and I apologize, but I'll put it in the show notes. But in that, it stated, it wasn't the author, but it was somebody that I believe he interviewed. But he said that someday man is going to be to machines as dog is to man today. And I think it all starts by I don't know. This with humans, and if we lose our ability to learn how to utilize AI to still be extremely creative and be reflective in terms of critical thinking, and then really making sure that we are educating our children in the most effective and proper way. I don't know. I'm still. It sounds to me like you're more of a half glass full type of guy, and I'm not saying I am or I'm not. But just to kind of wrap up these questions around creativity, critical thinking, and education, and I have one more question for you today. But it sounds like you're fairly optimistic about that.
Oh yeah, I am. I'm kind of an eternal optimist. My entire career was predicated on my belief that all problems are solvable, and I have the track record to prove it.
Hmm.
Time and again, I would get roped into a call where hey, we're losing $1 million an hour, and I'm like, okay, what's the priority? Do you want to get back online? Do you want to get to the root cause? And invariably, of course, directors and VPs are like, we want to get back online. We need to make sure that we're selling. So high pressure, high stakes. That's kind of my home base. And yeah, there's no problems out there that I have seen that are unsolvable. There are complex problems, there are complicated problems. And of course, we will change. This is one thing is our way of life today will probably not exist in 20 years. Our lifestyle will be as different then as it was from 2 centuries ago when most of us would have been farmers. Now, what's it going to look like exactly? I don't really know. It's going to be different and it's going to be interesting. And it's also possible that there will be a little bit of trials and tribulations to get there. But again, I don't see any problems that are fundamentally unsolvable.